Welcome to Jan Boccacciu's Secondary Vocational School of Trade and Services. School history. The Secondary Vocational School has had nearly 65 years of history. It was established in school year 1957-58 as Apprentice School Number 2 in Kirval Street. In 1973, the school moved to the old town to Zdenka Niedlaho Street 1. In 1979, it was renamed Secondary Apprentice School for Trade. In 1991, it became an independent juristic person, and in 2003, Košice Self-Governing Region became its grantor. On the 1st of September 2005, a new school was established within the apprentice school, the Secondary School of Businesses. Subsequently, these two subjects were fused and named Unified Secondary School on the 1st of January 2006. As of September the 1st, 2008, the school was renamed Secondary Vocational School, and in February 2009, the subject was given a name of honor, the Secondary Vocational School of Jan Boccaccius. As of September 2020, the school was renamed Jan Boccaccius Secondary Vocational School of Trade and Services. There are several reasons why it is a great idea to choose studying with us. 65 years of tradition and a good reputation, convenient location nearby the city center with a parking lot, redone and modernized interior and exterior of the school, detached work site in Košice Šaca for the Practical Woman program, attractive apprentice and vocational study programs, qualified and experienced school management, opportunity to study in the dual vocational education and training system, opportunity to join international projects, school psychologist and inclusion team, vocational internships abroad, such as Prague, Krakow and Italy, as well as trips abroad focused on language practice and exploring foreign cultures to England, Ireland, France, etc. At present, there are 378 pupils attending the school, being educated in the following programs. 4 years programs completed with the school leaving exam called Maturita, such as cook, joined in the dual vocational education and training system since September 2019. Waiter, waitress also entered the dual education system in September 2019. Shop assistant, being part of the dual system since 2017. Then there is regional travel management focused on stewardship and nutrition counseling. Then we have also 2 years post-secondary programs of crafts and services, business and catering. Apprentice training. 3 years programs completed with the final exam. Cook entered the dual vocational education and training program in 2016. Waiter, waitress, part of the dual system since 2016. Seller joined the dual system in 2019. Then there is a 2 years program completed with the final exam, Practical Woman. School equipment. There are 378 pupils forming 17 classes using 28 rooms, including 17 specialized ones, such as 4 ICT rooms, then rooms specialized for typewriting skills practice, economic subjects, commodity expertise, groceries and nutrition, food production, multifunctional sports ground. In addition, there are special labs or classes for service, travel, ethics, Slovak and English languages, as well as a fitness room and a specialized catering training center. Practical training. In the shop assistant and seller programs, pupils attend training classes at contract training centers within the town in the following training sites: Tesco stores, Kaufland, Lidl, M+M, Class, DM Drogeriemarkt, Deichmann, Jysk, Kinekos, Kik, Billa and Metro Cash and Carry. As for cook, waiter and waitress programs, pupils carry out practical lessons at the following contract sites: Agel Hospital Košice Šaca, Doubletree by Hilton Hotel, Jasmin Hotel, Košice Hotel, Stará Sípka, Hotel Restaurant Stadion, Restaurant Pub Aries, Ives and Technicom, as well as the school's own catering center, the Practical Training Center of Kapitán Nálepka. An inevitable part of our education and training are events such as competitions, exhibitions, festivals. The school cooperates with Slovak Chefs Association and Košice Club of Slovak Chefs Association. We co-organize a catering contest and food and pastry exhibition yearly under the auspices of Košice Mayor, called Košický kuchár, Košice Cook. Hotel schools in Košice and Prešov hold bartender competitions where our pupils show their skills and usually win some of the first places. Our pupils regularly take part in Zemplín Cook Contest, organized by secondary vocational schools in Michalovce and Trebišov. A spring food and pastry exhibition of Tatra Club of Cooks and Confectioners takes place every year in the High Tatras. Tatra Cook Contest is part of this exhibition and our pupils compete at this event too. Unfortunately, due to the present COVID-19 pandemic, all contests and exhibitions have been cancelled for the time being until the situation becomes safe again. Our pupils promote their skills also at events organized within the school itself. During the open day, usually held in December, they present their knowledge and competence to visitors, mainly to primary school pupils wishing to study with us in the future. Of course, it's been 2 years now that the open day cannot be held due to the pandemic. Therefore, we have created a virtual open day presentation. Vocatio Cup is an event where again our pupils promote the school to primary school pupils who can take part in many useful and funny activities. Cross-country running at the district and region level is also an event co-organized by our school under the auspices of Košice Self-Governing Region. Košice Day is an event held by the city and our pupils participate in quadrille dance there every year. During the Healthy Nutrition Week, pupils prepare healthy snacks at school and offer them for tasting. Our school also organizes a large number of sports events, contests in cooperation with other secondary schools. Pupils' memory and math skills are tested in several maths contests, and very significant is also our participation in blood donation campaign, as well as in other charity campaigns. The pupils also take part in annual international fair of school businesses, which contributes to their business thinking in the field of trade. The school also organizes trips focused on language practicing and exploring foreign countries and cultures, such as trips to England in 2014, Scotland in 2015, Ireland and Northern Ireland in 2016, Wales in 2017, Spain in 2018, Greece in 2019 or France in 2020. Bartender courses, animation courses and tour guide courses are held every year for our pupils to enable them to acquire additional knowledge and skills in their study program and obtain internationally acknowledged certificates. In the past, we have already held basic barista courses within the process of education. Due to increased interest in the art of making coffee, the school is starting a certified barista course this year. Travel management pupils take part in animation and tour guide courses in the final years of study. A high number of pupils are interested in them yearly because the certificates they obtain after completing the course enable them to find better positions in travel business. The school holds bartender courses under the supervision of Jan Majoros, a member of Slovak Bartenders Association, every year. After successfully completing all these 3 courses, the pupils obtain internationally acknowledged certificates. Pupils over 18 have the opportunity to carry out practical training at international internships in tourist destinations in Italy in summer season. The stay is usually 4 months long. Apart from practicing skills and getting experience in the field of their study, they are also financially motivated. They get salaries and are provided with accommodation and meals for free. International projects. Vocational internships abroad where pupils practice their language and technical skills are an important part of their vocational experience. At present, we cooperate with partners in Prague, Krakow, and Italy. Since 2019, the school has been taking part in Erasmus Plus project Keys to Success. The coordinator of the project is a French school, and we also have a third Italian partner. As all three schools have the same problem to deal with, and that is pupils leaving school before they have completed their studies, the project is focused exactly on this important issue, as it is trying to find ways and methods to eliminate this problem and to motivate pupils to stay at school until after they have completed it. Pupils involved are getting to know each other's cultures, system of education, and there are 3 mobilities planned within the project duration. The first one, in Slovakia, was held in Košice in December 2019, when we welcomed 2 teams of French and Italian students and teachers. Some of them were hosted in Slovak families, the others stayed in Hotel Stadion. During those 6 days, we took part in various activities at school, trips and tours. Unfortunately, the pandemic crossed our plans in 2020 and no other mobility has taken place since then. The project duration has been officially prolonged until August 2022, so we hope to travel again sooner or later. Significant events held under the auspices of Košice self-governing region. The school also arranges events for important public figures under the auspices of the mayor, such as catering services for the World Hockey Championship, for the Slovak President Zuzana Čaputová, Košice Region Personal Award, or Košice Region Pensioner Award. School Support Team. School psychologist offers psychological counseling to pupils, teachers, parents, helps overcome learning and behavior difficulties and deal with personal issues. Special psychologist focuses mainly on special needs pupils, provides counseling to parents and teachers and works with pupils individually. Teaching assistants help pupils during the learning process in class overcome potential barriers due to their special needs and cooperate with the teacher and vocational teaching staff. Dual Vocational Education and Training System at Jan Boccaccio Secondary Vocational School of Trade and Services. Entering the dual system. Since 2016-17, the school has been part of the Dual Vocational Education and Training System. As an educational institution, we see a great opportunity in joining it. There is a high interest on the part of both employers and students. It is beneficial for enhancing cooperation with already existing employers in the system, as well as for signing contracts with the new employers. Pupils are supported in their hard work of acquiring new skills also financially, so they can help their families, and after completing their studies, they have the opportunity to stay with their employer and get their steady job. Since we joined the dual system, we have noticed a higher number of applicants wishing to study with us. In addition, this way the school is positively perceived by the pupils themselves, their parents, and also region employers. In the dual system, there are following programs available: cook, waiter, waitress, shop assistant, and seller. The apprentice program pupils carry out 6 days of vocational training and 4 days of academic lessons in 2-week cycles. The vocational 4 years program pupils attend 5 days of training and 5 days of academic classes within each 2-week cycle. Benefits of the dual system. Employers actively participate in hiring pupils. The theoretical knowledge is closely connected to vocational training in real working conditions. The vocational part of the final exam takes place on the working site, and there is the employer's representative in the exam board during the examination. What is more, the employers actively cooperate with the school in adjusting the study plans to their requirements. The school is positively acknowledged and accepted by the employers, their associations, and society in general. Benefits for pupils. Pupils prepare in real working environment at the employers. They acquire working habits during their study. In addition, vocational education is carried out using new technologies, devices, and materials. As it's already been mentioned, Pupils improve their family financial status thanks to the scholarship offered, bonuses for productive work, and other material support by the employer. The opportunity to enhance the vocational contract by a futures employment contract or an employment contract with the employer is also an advantage, and the pupil is included into the future employer staff. Benefits for employers. Potential future employees acquire higher work competence and skills. Also, the dual system ensures decreased costs for hiring and requalification of employees. This type of education and training creates a better company image, a positive acknowledgement of the company in the region. The employer gets to know the potential future employees while studying. The majority of pupils stay with the company after having completed their studies, and also the employer doesn't face a phenomenon of aging employees as the school provides them with new, young work staff annually. At present, there are 35 pupils involved in the dual vocational education and training system at retail businesses employers. The first 4 graduates will take the final leaving maturita exam in May 2022. Now, there are 10 pupils attending training at DM Drogerie-Markt, 9 pupils at Lidl, 8 of them at Metro Cash and Carry, 1 pupil at Kaufland, 1 at Deichmann. Then there are 6 pupils carrying out training at Class Groceries. Overall, there are 18 first form pupils, 6 second form ones, 7 third form pupils, and 4 fourth form ones at retail businesses.
Čaute, ja som Ivka a možno tu raz bude zo mňa vedúca predajne. Dobrý deň. Výplatu dostávam každý mesiac, keďže som žiačkou vo dvore s duálnym vzdelávaním. Prihlás sa na obchodného pracovníka aj ty. Naučíš sa veľa nových vecí, spoznáš veľa nových ľudí, privyrobíš si a po škole máš zaručené pracovné miesto v DM.
Catering company employers in dual vocational education and training system are employing 38 pupils at present. The first graduates took the final exam in 2018-19, 2 waiters and 3 cooks. And then in 2020-2021, 7 cooks and 3 waiters. At present, there are 12 pupils practicing at Doubletree by Hilton Hotel Košice, 5 of them at Jasmin Hotel, 2 pupils at Košice Hotel, 4 at Stará Sípka Košice, 3 of them at Arias Pub, 4 pupils at UVB Technicum, then there is 1 pupil at Agel Hospital Košice Šaca, and 7 of them at Hotel Restaurant Stadion. So overall, there are 11 pupils in the first form, 11 in the second one, 14 in the third one, and 2 pupils in the fourth form. The influence of COVID-19 pandemic on the dual system. Individual training sites of trade and services in Slovakia were closed due to the pandemic safety precautions and government's orders. The initial government's orders and information provided were chaotic. Therefore, there was a problem to get oriented and to decide what to do. They were often changed, frequently under unclear conditions, and schools were put into a position to take the responsibility and deal with the situation on their own. Where possible, the training sites taught the pupils online. Pupils practiced online cooking and food processing, serving, menu presentations. In case of necessity, the school itself took up the practical training, and it was carried out in the form of distance education and training. That means that both the training staff and pupils cooked at home, and they all shared the videos with the others. All essential stores, training sites were open, so the pupils were able to continue training while respecting and obeying all pandemic safety precautions. The school frequently communicated with the employers about the changed conditions and situation, new government orders and information about the possibility to carry out the training in presence or online. The school also prepared and sent materials for distant learning, internal learning texts and recipes, manuals for serving, etc., both to pupils and employers. in order to make the situation easier or bearable. Of course, there were worries and stress on both sides. On the other hand, thanks to active cooperation of all involved participants, we were able to overcome those difficult times. All procedures were set according to the needs and possibilities of the employers. Pupils were sad because they enjoyed practical training and also the employers missed them significantly. However, all their financial benefits remained untouched and thus they had at least this advantage from that unpleasant situation. Thank you all for your attention. In case of any questions, feel free to ask.